Hi guys, I just wanted to say I do apologise about the background of my room at the moment because quite honestly I'm in the process of sorting out, but thank you ever so much for tuning in as always. Obviously if you are new to this channel you're more than welcome to hit that subscriber family, as and when I do any uploads hit that bell icon so you be notified. Obviously around here loads of people know me through obviously collecting Blu-rays and such, but at some point I will be doing a collection update from PlayStation 5. I did want to follow on the trend of unboxing them, quite honestly, because you've seen it to death, and obviously I've got a couple of games that I purchased whilst I purchased that, and obviously I'm hoping in a few days' time to obviously give you my pickups video for that, and then obviously recent pickups towards my collection. And I've noticed just now how bad that unit looks like it's on a slant when it's an optical illusion towards obviously my Blu-ray collection part of it. Obviously, because I've got units across there, so I do apologise about that. But welcome to this video. It's something different for you guys today. Is obviously a review. Sometimes I pop up reviews that I want to talk about, and obviously this one in particular, obviously, is the Saved by the Bell reboot, as you might dub it as. And I just want to say to you guys that the last time I did something of this stature towards obviously something I've watched in the past from the 1980s to the 90s was obviously Beverly Hills 90210 when they bring out BH 90210. I know it's confusing, but that title didn't sit right with me when I watched the first episode. I was turned off, massive turned off, and I didn't watch any more episodes because some people liked it, some people didn't like it. I personally did not like it whatsoever. It makes first impressions. When I watch the first episode, I want to watch more. Now, when it comes to something like Saved by the Bell, which actually aired on Peacock yesterday, the streaming service that's actually in the United States, I personally borrowed a friend of mine's. I'm keeping him nameless, but thank you ever so much. Quite honestly, thank you ever so much for doing that. Obviously, I had a VPN to block obviously where I actually live to go to the United States so I could actually watch it. I watched the first episode and I was actually quite impressed with it, because end of the day, people have got to realise with humour, it changes over the duration of the time. Obviously, like when it comes to British comedies as well as the United States comedies that we grew up watching and love, and still to this day. And then we look how much people can be quick, easily offended, and everything. I personally feel without spoiling this product is actually covered all boundaries where it comes to comedy, and that's quite difficult this day and age without causing offence. Because I'm just going to say this out now. There's actually a transgender person on a teenager that's actually in this product, and there's Zach and Kelly's son there, Jesse Spano's son's there, and it's a very diverse background towards obviously different. It paints a picture of different backgrounds from where some of the kids are from to make them to go to Bayside High, if you know what I mean. And it was cleverly done like that, and it's that clever because they took the piss out of themselves from the old days, as well as obviously the way that old sort of delivery of the humour, but doing it as a sarcastic twist for modern day humour, which was kind of clever, and taking the piss out of certain things where it was delivered, etc. It's a prime example when a guy would drop a lad in the program dropping his guard when AC Slater was talking to him, and then he couldn't remember his name, and then he's nope, putting my guard back up. It's like sort of those sort of slapstick sort of humour, which is delivered pretty well in the first episode. I'm looking forward to watching more episodes. There's 10 episodes, and I feel it's already screaming season 2. I know they only plan to do 10 episodes only, but it depends on the viewer rate, etc. like that, granted. And the one thing that really does frustrate me the most, I had to borrow my friend's account so I could watch it. That's how annoying it is. This program, yeah, fair enough. It was like if I remember rightly, here in the United Kingdom, we did not have Good Morning Miss Bliss when that first came out in the United States. I think we had it years later. It was pretty much after the run of Saved by the Bell itself. And then, obviously, eventually, Channel 4, if I remember rightly, or was it the Children's Channel originally? I watched Saved by the Bell on, and then Trouble came out. I'm sure my age, anyone that's here from the United Kingdom would understand that with those channels. So, putting it in the nutshell, it's worth watching, don't get me wrong. I'm not complaining about it, I'm glad it came out and it was worth the wait. As soon as I watched the trailers, it made me giggle, and I was really looking forward to this. Like you've already seen, I've spoke about it on my channel in the past. This is actually a decent reboot, and I'm not being funny to any of you that is actually listening to me right now. It's worth a watch. They need to give a UK release of this, because quite honestly, we are being left behind certain things that has been released in America and that we never had. I don't like that sort of mentality. If you are promoting something on the likes of YouTube, you must promote it to the rest of the world. And quite honestly, it's like when I'll show you an example. Yeah, fair enough. The original Runner Saved by the Bell, I think it literally came out 3 years after when it first actually aired in the United States. Yeah, I can understand the old times and that, but today's times, no, it was annoying and frustrating. And it was like when we do actually get that sort of feel, I think this is going to be a massive hit anyway for today's teenagers, because it feels like Disney as well. So that's why I feel like it will cover all demographic of ages. Because old school people like me remember the original one, and obviously, there's by the looks of it, I'm trying to spot all the Easter eggs and the original artifacts from Saved by the Bell in this by watching this, and that's what I love about it. It gives us something else to look out for, and these are apparently real artifacts from the original series that actually aired like years ago, and obviously I've got it in my DVD collection. So, like I was saying, it needs a worldwide release. It's annoying when the United States always get these exclusives, and when I look at the likes of what you've actually had in the past, you look at I'm not saying this in a bad way. I know it's controversial to bring it up on this video, but you look at the way you've got in the United States, you've got Roseanne. Fair enough, she did what she did. That never got a UK release. Yeah, fair enough, the old school stuff, but I'm on about the newer stuff. That didn't get a UK release, and that was frustrating for me as a 80s sitcom, American sitcom, British sitcom. So I had to watch it through the VPN again. And then obviously like The Connors. That's actually a good show. It's actually nostalgia for me to watch that. For them to bring that back, and it's on its third series now. And we've not even got season 1 here in the United Kingdom. It's freaking disgusting when you actually gave us the originals in the past. So, but that's what I mean. It's like, if you want this to take off, like the likes of Channel 5 have it, or Channel 4 like nostalgia if they actually have it. But or even ITV, because quite honestly, the world wants to see this. And at the moment, yeah, fair enough, it's only just came out yesterday in the United States, but it's worth a watch, guys. I can't stress it enough, and it's great when they're actually taking that piss out of themselves. It feels like that, and it's not forced humour, it's naturally given, and the group of teenagers they've actually got in this product is great, and it's got that Disney vibe. It just feels Disney, even though it's, if I remember rightly, it's NBC that made it and brought it back out for Peacock. And I feel this needs a worldwide release. Some sitcoms we've actually had in the past, yeah, fair enough, Big Bang Theory, etc., because it's been a major success. I know Friends has been a major success here in the United Kingdom. It's still worldwide famous brand, and if you are going to continue on with the classics, like I think this past summer when I seen the original sort of stuff, fashion label from Primark, of all places. They actually had Primark stuff for Saved by the Bell, the original one from the 1980s, and you need to follow on suit to bring out this series for today's market so they can actually see some of the old cast, what they've been up to, etc. And it's so breaking the fourth wall at times. It's quite funny, and you guys need to see it. I'm quite impressed with it, the way it's delivered, and it's definitely a hit for me. Quite honestly, and I look at sometimes this day and age. If I like it by first episode, like I said, I will binge watch it, and I'm looking forward to binge watching this series. And they did a fantastic job in the meantime. But anyway, guys, that's my thoughts and opinions on Saved by the Bell. Yeah, it's only episode 1, but I'm giving it a try. Don't get me wrong. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing what else they've got to offer for us all. And as well, before I do go, I've actually seen the Fresh Prince reunion. I got choked up and very teary-eyed over that. That needs a UK release as well, because quite honestly, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air here in the United Kingdom is insane. It's quite funny that, if I remember rightly, it's on Netflix, and this generation's kids are actually watching it and they understand. They was like, this is great, I've been binge watching it, etc. End of the day, I grew up with stuff like that, and this is that sort of humour as well, delivered in that, if you know what I mean. In a way, before I do go, it feels like it was written by the Wayans brothers. That sort of deliverance of a comedy, and that's just my thoughts. But anyway, guys, thank you ever so much for tuning in. And if you are new to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and hit that bell icon. Obviously, I can't do videos all the time, but as and when I do actually bring you good content as and when. Till next time, guys. Catch you guys soon.